Welcome, Baltz families, to this week's Sunday Storytime. Get ready to mark your calendars with this week's news and coming events, which will be followed by a news story for the week. Can't wait to find out what it is. And the final segment will be our Mindful Minute with Mrs. Papa. Stay tuned. In this week's events at Baltz, students are encouraged to bring water bottles into school for hydration breaks. We have water bottle filling stations in the school.
Recuérdenle a sus estudiantes que traigan botellas de agua para los descansos y horas de recreos para hidratarse en la escuela. Tenemos estaciones para rellenar las botellas de agua en la escuela.
There is no school on Monday in observance of Labor Day. Happy Labor Day.
No hay escuela el lunes 6 de septiembre para celebrar el Día de Labor. Felicidades.
There's no school on Tuesday in observance of Rosh Hashanah. We will see you back on Wednesday, September 8th.
Poco hay clases el martes 7 de septiembre en observación a Rosh Hashanah. Los vemos de vuelta el miércoles 8 de septiembre.
We're having a special event. It's a book concert. We're going to be having it on September 18th, Saturday, from 10 a.m. to 12:30. The authors of Simeon Bleeker's Magical Sneakers are going to be coming to do a performance of their book, and we're going to have opening acts including Mr. Green, Scott from the Ellesmere Public Library, and Miss Weitzel, our music teacher, doing read-alouds. Bring your blanket and your chair, and the book will be available for purchase at the event. The paperback is $9.99 and hardbacks are $17.99. We can't wait to see you at our very first book concert.
Tenemos un evento especial. Es un concierto de libros. Será el sábado, septiembre 18, de 10 de la mañana a 2:30 de la tarde. Los autores de Simeon Bleeker's y Magical Sneakers vendrán a hacer una función de su libro y tendremos al señor Green, Scott, de la Librería Pública de Ellesmere y nuestra maestra de música, la señorita Weitzel, haciendo unas lecturas para nosotros. Traigan sus sábanas y sus sillas. Habrán libros disponibles para la venta en el evento. Los libros de portada serán de papel, que estarán a $9.99, y los libros con portadas gruesas a $17.99. No podemos esperar a verlos en nuestro primer concierto de libros.
Good evening, Baltz families, and welcome to another episode of Sunday Storytime. My name is Darrell Green, and I'm the proud superintendent of the Red Lake Consolidated School District. Tonight, I will be reading The Day You Begin. There will be times when you walk into a room and no one there is quite like you. Maybe it will be your skin, your clothes, or the curl of your hair. There will be times when no one understands the way words curl from your mouth, the beautiful language of the country you left behind. My name is Rigoberto. We just moved here from Venezuela. And because they don't understand, the classroom will fill with laughter until the teacher quiets everyone. Rigoberto from Venezuela, your teacher says, so soft and beautifully that your name and homeland sound like flowers blooming, the first bright notes of a song. There will be times when the words don't come. Your own voice, once huge, now smaller when the teacher asks, what did you do last summer? Tell the class your story. We went to France, Shayla says. The shells came from a beach in Maine. A boy named Jonathan holds out a jar filled with tiny shells so fragile they look like they'll turn into dust in your own untraveled hands. My whole family went to India, Spain, South Carolina. Each souvenir a small triumph of a journey. Their travels going on and on. As you stand in front of that room, you can only remember how hot the heat waved as it lifted off the curb and your days spent at home caring for your little sister who made you laugh out loud and hugged your hand at nap time. You can only remember the books you kept reading long after she had fallen to sleep. And in that room, where no one else is quite like you, you'll look down at your own empty hands and wonder, what good is this when other students were flying and sailing and going somewhere? There will be times when the lunch your mother packed for you is too strange or too unfamiliar for others to love as you do. When even your own friend Nadja will wrinkle her nose and say, "What's in there anyway?" And you'll wonder, how does she see the rice beneath the meat and kimchi? You'll wonder why she doesn't remember that rice is the most popular food in the world. And rice is the most popular food in the world. There will be times when climbing bars are too high, the run is too fast and far, the game isn't one you can ever really play. I don't want him on our team. You can watch. Maybe you can have a turn later. There will be times when the world feels like a place that you're standing all the way outside of. And all that stands beside you is your own brave self, steady as steel and ready even though you don't yet know what you're ready for. There will be times when you walk into a room and no one else there is quite like you until the day you begin to share your stories. My name is Angelina, and I spent my whole summer with my little sister, you tell the class. Your voice, stronger than it was a minute ago, reading books and telling stories, and even though we were right on our block, it was like we got to go everywhere. Your name is like my sister, Rigoberto says. Her name is Angelina too. All at once, in the room where no one else is quite like you, the world opens itself up a little wider to make some space for you. This is the day you begin to find the places inside your laughter and your lunches, your books, your travel, and your stories, where every new friend has something a little like you and something else so fabulously not quite like you at all. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to tune in to next week for another episode of Sunday Storytime. Have a great night.
Hi everyone, it's Miss Weitzel. Hey, have you ever worn a crazy costume? Did you know that before I was a music teacher, I actually had a job making costumes? My mom taught me how to sew when I was little, and I kept on practicing until I could make some really cool things. And then when I was bigger, I got a job at a theater, making costumes for actors to wear up on stage. Hey, let me show you some of the things that I made.
Sometimes the costumes are very simple, like this cape and this coat. Other shows require much fancier looking garments, like this wedding dress and these gloves. But my favorites are the historical costumes. These clothes tell the audience that we're traveling back in time for our story. Lots of hard work goes into making costumes, but it's all worth it when you see your creation up on stage.
Thanks for letting me share something special with you. I can't wait to hear how you like to be creative too. Bye!
Hi Baltz Bears, I'm Miss Chalevich and I teach 4th grade. Here's this week's big question. What exciting event is happening at Baltz on Saturday, September 18th? Don't forget to make sure you turn in your answers to the blue boxes by Thursday afternoon. Good luck, bye!
Hi Baltz Bears, welcome back to another episode of Mindful Minute. I am Miss Urick and I'm one of your counselors here at Baltz. Today, before we do our Mindful Minute, I want to talk about our brain. Our brain is a very important part of our body. It guides us in everything that we do. It guides us in our decision making, our body movements, our emotions, and there are 2 parts of our brain that we're going to discuss. Miss Papa and I refer to our parts of our brain as the owl brain and the guard dog brain. This part of our brain is called our prefrontal cortex. We call this our owl brain. We refer to this as an owl because it's wise. It also helps us with problem solving, decision making, learning new things. It helps us understand our feelings. It also helps us wait before we act. The second part of our brain that I want to talk about is our amygdala. We also refer to this as our guard dog brain. Now, this part of our brain helps keep us safe when there's something dangerous that could happen. Like, think about a fire. Our guard dog brain helps us react so that we stay safe. Sometimes our guard dog brain can get us a little bit confused. Sometimes we can trigger our guard dog brain to act when we don't really need to. So again, our guard dog brain is there to save your life, and our owl brain is there to help us make good decisions. What can you do about that guard dog? Sometimes he sniffs around when he's not supposed to. The first thing I want you to do is notice him starting to get upset. When you feel yourself starting to get upset, I have a new way that we can learn how to breathe. It's called our Magic 10. It's giving your brain some magical time to refocus. So join me in this magical 10 breathing. I want you to find the quiet spot wherever you are. You can sit on the floor or in a chair, wherever is most comfortable. The way that we do our Magic 10 breathing is we're going to start at 10 and we're going to take a deep breath in and let it out. And then we're going to count all the way down until we get to 1. Are you ready? 10. Breathe in and let it out. 9. 8. 7. Let it out. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Great job completing that magical 10 breathing. Now let's say you still feel that guard dog and you still feel a little bit mad or upset about something. What should you do next? Well, that's a great question. You can repeat those steps and start at 10 and breathe in and out again until you get to 1. So whenever you have any big feelings or you feel that that guard dog is sniffing around when he's not supposed to, try to refocus your brain and think about something else positive. And you can do that by resetting your brain with magical breathing brain time, starting at 10 and counting down until you get to 1. Thanks so much for watching, Bots Bears. I'll see you next Sunday with another episode of Mindful Minute.
Hey guys, it's Miss Persani. Don't forget to like and share this video, and also make sure you subscribe to my channel so you don't miss another episode. Thanks for watching, and don't forget, you rock!